What's up, everybody? You know what it is. Nooner Nation podcast for Nooners by Nooners. Going a little different today. We're pre-recording. Director Jake got a busy schedule, so we had to find a time to fit him in. No gayness intended in that statement, but we'll move on. But yeah, so pre-recording on Wednesday evening. Still gonna go out Thursday. Might if I can get it edited in time, might see if I can push this out a little earlier on Thursday. Fill the void for people at work. We'll see. But yeah, you already know what to do. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Rate, review on iTunes. Go to Spotify. Leave a 5-star. And then go get an iPhone to get on iTunes and stop being poor with your fucking green messages like your carrier pigeon. I hate
Oh my
green
god,
messages.
I hate being in a group chat with one
A
person
group
who has
chat.
a fucking.
I was about
I'll
to say,
leave.
it's the worst.
I'll leave
Have to-
immediately.
Well, they won't even. It won't let you when it's with.
If there's one
Android.
Android, it won't let you.
Like you can't do that. So I literally.
Oh, I'll
block
change my
people.
number. I'll throw the phone in the river and go get a whole new one with a whole new number. Because fuck that noise with the green text.
I got stuck on one of people I didn't even know who they were for like a potluck, and people were like, "Oh, I'll bring this," and I was like, "This is my nightmare."
Whoa.
You should have started saying like really random shit like, "Oh yes, I'll bring." I don't know.
I just
I can't
blocked
be clever.
everyone, and I was like, "I'm not gonna
Yeah.
fuck with this."
Admittedly, I'm not a good group chat guy. Like, I've just got so much shit going on that, like, I'm in, like, one group chat outside of family members, and that's literally all I can handle. I get invited to, like, Drinking Bros ones and Nooner ones all the time, and I feel bad. It was like, dude, I don't have the bandwidth for my phone to be going off all fucking day with this shit. So,
It's a lot. It's distracting.
Yeah, no, it's kind of hard for me, so I have to like mute all the group
yeah.
chats. And I'll
Oh,
check
yeah.
them,
Even
once
even
a
the one
day.
I'm in, like, there's times where I'm just like, mute, like, love you guys, but time to shut the fuck up. Mute for a minute so I can get some shit done, But,
It happens.
yeah, it happens. But then the real bad ones are, like, my family member ones that I get stuck in that I can't leave, and it's just like, and it turns into, like, my mom, my wife, and my sister-in-law. Like, just having a full-blown conversation in a group chat with, like, that also includes, like, me and my brother. And I'm like, can you guys create your own group chat to do all this? Like, I don't need to
Right.
hear. I don't need to know your conversation. Like, you asked a question, I said yes. Like, plan it outside of this chat because you're driving me absolutely fucking insane. Like, I don't even want to go on this vacation you're planning now because you're driving me nuts in this group chat.
It's like that's it. I'm jumping off the
You're
fucking
doing
cruise
that.
ship.
Oh yeah, like point me to the nearest fucking bridge. This group chat's driving me nuts. But
Yep.
yup. So, also go check out repcps.com. I don't have my hat with me because I actually
I have one right here.
You got one? Yep, there it is. Skinny dips and bong rips. They also got me to show me that butthole one. Do you remember? Do you guys have down where you're at? Like it's old school, but it's a squirt soda.
Yes.
They have a hat
Mhm.
now that it's that logo, but it says Squirter.
Oh gosh.
Like Squirt soda is almost like super old school Sprite, but with
I
like
swear it's not pee.
like 5 times more lemon in it. It's like lemon soda.
It's grapefruit.
Is it grapefruit? It's been forever since I've had it, so I can't remember.
Yeah, they have it at the Mexican restaurant I love going to.
Oh, okay.
It comes in the glass bottles. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
"Ooh."
That
I swear it's not pee.
have you guys ever had Big Red soda?
Oh, Big Red fucks.
Yeah, dude. Everyone.
Charlie lives in Texas, Bill. Of course she fucking knows Big Red. That's like fucking Dr. Pepper to them. It's like
Are-
on the same level.
Are you saying people haven't had Big Red?
I
Charlie,
know
there's
people,
people
like
in this earth.
I try to
I've never
explain
had.
it to people.
Well,
like,
I understand this Earth, but this fucking country.
No, I mean you know what I mean. Only
So-
America matters. That's the only country that matters. on
So when I
Earth.
growing up in North Carolina, like there'd be like in a gas station, there'd be like one row of it all the way at the top,
Uh-huh.
And I was like the only person I ever knew that bought it because I had it because it was a big thing for my family in Indiana. And everybody's like, "What is it?" And I was like, "It's just red." Like, what's it taste like? It tastes like red. Like I can't explain how it tastes. It tastes like red. It tastes like red cream
It's
soda.
super sweet. So it's
Oh, I'm
soda.
sure if I had it now, I'd be completely disgusted by how sweet it is. But
Have you
Yeah.
guys ever had Cactus Cooler?
no.
It's
Never
like an
heard-
orange pineapple soda. So fucking good.
Yeah, that's something that like if I ever bought it, it would be like as a mixer for something.
Oh, it goes so good with vodka.
It's about the only time I drink soda, anyways. Now, so
I mean, I'm drinking a rum and coke right now. So
did Charlie freeze or is she just Charlie froze? But
Yep.
unless she's fucking with us, Earth to Charlie. All right, she's frozen.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like I about once a month I will go to the vending machine at work and get a can of Dr. Pepper to have with lunch. And about halfway through it, I'm like, yeah, I can't do it. I can't do this anymore.
yeah, now Dr Pepper is one of those ones for me. Like, I'm just not a fan. It
Oh, I
tastes
love
like,
Dr. Pepper. It's my favorite
Re-
soda out
Really,
there. But I just can't. I've been
Ugh.
off of like I literally drank coffee, water, and booze. Like I haven't like been on a solid soda kick in probably 15 years. Like soda is rare for me to drink. And that's mainly because I got when I was like probably 15 until I was 20, all I drank was soda.
Mm,
Like,
so you got like real.
I didn't touch water. And it was to the point where like if I didn't have soda, like I would get headaches and feel nauseous and shit.
Ooh.
And then when I was like 20, it was literally like 2 weeks after I met my now wife. And we all know how I am, DG4L. So you can imagine what my wife was like back then. Still love her. But, and I got a kidney stone, but I didn't know I had a kidney stone. So I was like, what the fuck did this bitch give me? And then I went to like the doctor.
Why am I pissing rocks?
Oh, dude, it was excruciating. It was like pissing razor blades out of my dick. And I went to the doctor, and he's like, I scheduled a doctor's appointment. Probably 2 days before that, it started like the pain started going down, but they still did the old Cotton Eye Joe in the pee hole and shit.
Whew.
But then the doctor's like, yeah, like you don't have anything, but like your urethra is like super irritated. And I was telling him what happened. He's like, well, like what's your diet like? And I was telling him, he's like, oh, you had a kidney stone, bro. I was like, oh, great. So, but then after that, I was like, yeah, I gotta get. And then also that mixed with me noticing that I'm getting like all these headaches and nausea, like if I go more than fucking 3 hours without a Dr. Pepper. I was like, yeah, I should probably cut back on this shit. And then I turned 21. I just started drinking a lot of booze. So,
Charlie, what's your opinion on kidney stones?
Don't get them.
government cover up. Yeah, you missed it. We were talking about I haven't drank soda regularly in probably 15 years.
No, I was here. I didn't know if y'all could see me or
You
hear
froze.
me.
You
but
froze
I
up.
heard.
You froze up.
Well, yeah, my computer died. I was raw dogging the battery, and it said 40%, and that lasted a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like that.
And then
Your
it
computer.
came back immediately.
Like your computer's
And
like that
so-
lady. It's like, oh, just raw dog, and I could handle it. And then about 5 minutes in, couldn't handle it.
I gotta do this.
Just shut down.
So yeah, I was actually here. I heard,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but then I was like, they didn't say anything when I came back, so maybe they can't see me.
Yeah. We can see you now.
You're like John Cena, Charlie.
We thought you might have been. Your house might have got raided like Diddy.
Oh yeah,
No.
fucking Diddy down, Diddy down.
Diddy. Our boy
Did
Diddy.
he?
Diddle.
Did he? My biggest hope is that. I mean, obviously, if they're coming after him like this, he's into some shit. And I've actually heard for years that like Diddy is somebody you don't fuck with. Like he's still in the life kind of thing. But I really hope the sex trafficking stuff is not what they're saying it is, and it's more of like a lot of I mean, not that it's cool, but if he like got arrested for having a bunch of people whacked or something, I mean that's pretty gangster.
Diddy's murders finally came out.
Yeah, like
He was definitely involved with trafficking teenagers.
Well, shit. Way to ruin it for me. I can't listen to fucking Shake Your Tail Feather the same way anymore.
I also
Just
like
like you
how
can't watch iCarly anymore.
everybody's bringing up him being strangely all over with Justin Bieber when he was like 15, and he was, and it's just like, that is
And I mean,
he fucked that boy, didn't he?
if Dave Chappelle's to be believed, Diddy only drinks the finest of Cambodian breast milks. Did you ever see that one, Jake?
That's really true.
Where he does the band? Where it's the Chappelle show. You were probably like 4 when it came out, but he did.
Hey, I watched reruns of Chappelle's Show when I was in middle
There
school.
was a show when I was in high school. Diddy had a show called Making the Band, and then Chappelle did like a parody version of it. And yeah, like Diddy is just like the most eccentric, absurd person. He's like, I need you to go down to Central Park and find me the breast milk of a 25-year-old Cambodian woman. I only drink the finest of the breast milks. And then like they show him, he's got like 2 like glass jugs of milk. He's like, that's 100% Cambodian, y'all. And then he like hops on his bodyguard's back, and he's like the bodyguard just carries him out.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Him and Get Him to the Greek too. It's probably
Get him to
was
the
really
furry wall.
acting.
The furry wall.
I'm mind fucking you right now.
Yeah. Wee! I'm eating my own head.
mind fucked by Diddy.
Yeah. You can't outrun like, get him to the Greek when he's chasing him down the hallway. He's like, you can't outrun me. I'm black. It like most of his lines in that movie he ad-libbed.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't even acting.
He didn't even know he was in a movie.
Yeah, they're just like cameras, whatever. Like the whole thing, he's like, I got 9 kids. You know how many Air Jordans 9 black kids wear? Oh yeah.
I think he actually does have like 9 kids.
Oh yeah, he got a shit ton of kids.
He was not acting. He had no idea he was a part of a movie.
He thought he was just
that worked for him.
Sergio, his character's name was Sergio. Sergio, go be all right. I own 21 kookaroos. Like somebody whispers in his ear.
How many kookaroos do you have?
I own 23 kookaroos. How many kookaroos you have? Not one. Not one kookaroo. And then the one guy, like his bodyguard, is like, y'all are fucked. And his bodyguard was the same dude from Forgetting Sarah Marshall, the bartender.
Mm-hmm.
I love that they take place in the same
bitch.
universe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, well, the
I like
character.
how Jonah Hill exists in that universe as 2 different people.
2 different people. Oh yeah. Jonah, like, well, in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, he was still like slightly overweight Jonah Hill, and then by Get Him to the Greek, he was like morbidly obese Jonah Hill.
Yeah, no, it's like skinny Jonah Hill and fat Jonah Hill. They're 2 different people, so
Yeah.
To be fair, he was skinny and fat a few different times.
He's been there. I forgot whose roast it was. There was some roast, and Jonah Hill was like on the dais, and one of the comedians, like female comedian, was like, "Oh, Jonah Hill, like the most impressive thing about you is you found a tailor that can change your suit size from a like 4XL to a small in 15 minutes."
I think it was, didn't they roast James Franco?
That might have been James Franco.
It's like all that crew were there, and that was when you got that meme of Jonah.
Well, that was I think that was the Oscars, wasn't it, when he did that?
I don't know. I think it was that roast.
From what I hear, Jonah Hill's kind of a fucking
roast.
dick, so I don't really give a shit if people roast him. But...
You look at him. Look at him. Listen to him. Yeah.
It's like I get it.
Listen to his tone of voice.
They all seem just insufferable to be around.
Like you almost won an Oscar, but like, okay, the rest of you, like for one movie, the rest of it's kind of like you're just a bumbling idiot all the time.
Yeah, we're fat and we smoke weed and we have curly hair.
Yeah.
I cannot stand Seth Rogen's laugh.
Yeah. It didn't take me very long to understand that Seth Rogen really wasn't that funny. He just got put in movies that were funny, right? Like
Yeah.
Superbad, like one of the funniest comedies on the planet. We've talked about that 100 times. Also, with
Observe and
Jonah Hill.
Report is fucking hilarious.
It is. That was about the time though where I started being like, we're oversaturating Jonah Hill or Seth Rogen here. Like,
It was. I think it was Knocked Up that it was his big one.
yeah, oh yeah,
But
And then Zack
that was
and
definitely
Miri.
his breakout. Zack and Miri's pretty funny.
Zack and Miri was good.
It's like, I'm not your demographic. Well, what's your no, like? What,
Pineapple
or no, it's just like,
Express
how do you
is
know I'm
like
not
in
your
the top
demographic? Do you love pussy? Then not you. Randy say Randy. Justin Long.
I like how
The
he was
best Justin
actually
Long character.
he was actually sick. That's why his voice,
His voice
sounded like that.
like mine does right now. I'm on the
And then
drink.
so when he went to kiss that one guy, his boyfriend in the movie, he like and he was all acting uncomfortable. That was not acting. He was like, "Ah, I don't want to get your
Fuck.
fucking sickness."
Ugh. Yeah, no, I'm on the drainage side of a fucking sinus infection right now. So
I was about to say, you sound like Randy St. Randy, honestly.
Randy say Randy.
You have that going for you right now.
Yeah. Do you love pussy?
Demographic.
Yes. Then not you. So about 2 days, like this weekend, it'll drop down to like a Sam Elliott octave,
Oh gosh.
and then I really lay it on with the wife. You know. I still got one.
Sam
good
Elliott
arm.
quotes all over
Oh,
the
yeah.
place.
I got one good arm to hold you with.
Oh god. Speaking of Sam Elliott, I watched the new Roadhouse last night, in which I've heard it wasn't great. I will say, I think I've seen the original Roadhouse. I think I might have seen a YouTube video talking about it too. So I don't give an absolute fuck about that movie or anything about it. Watched Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal and Conor McGregor. I'm not gonna lie.
I heard
had a-
McGregor's cheeked up in that.
Yes, twice, and it's so bow-legged.
Oh, yeah.
I laughed. I had a good time. That's actually one I would gladly watch again because
What's it on?
Amazon?
Yes, it's on Amazon Prime.
Probably gonna watch that after I get off.
I had a blast.
I'll
It was
probably watch
funny.
Like,
It was very quippy.
Yeah. I'll
I
watch
heard
it. Yeah. I feel like
what
I'll
got-
probably enjoy it, but I'm not holding out hope for it to be some sort of like, incredibly written thing. It's just gonna be like an enjoyable action movie, right? Like
the original Roadhouse wasn't that, but it became sort of a cult
the
classic
original
along
Roadhouse
the
is
way,
fucking
and people
dumb.
absolutely love it. And it's just like if you went in watching that thinking it was going to be just like that movie or whatever, that's on you.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's on you.
Any remake is like that, like
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Yeah. But what was hilarious, I was watching it with my mom, and she was like, "How does Jake Gyllenhaal look like that right now?" And I
He
just
could
looked at her and I
that
said,
dude could get-
"Steroids,
Yeah.
TRT,
That
maybe a
dude
little
could-
human growth hormone."
Trend.
That dude could rip up when he wants to, because
He was in
also-
his 40s, dude. It's kind of like, nah. And like his stomach was all like jutted out, and it's just like, yeah,
Yeah. Maybe
that's chemicals.
yeah. Maybe I shouldn't
Like, of
watch
course,
it.
he worked out
Yeah.
hard for
He's
it.
got the
but
Joe Rogan abs where they're like,
they jut out, and after
Like they're so
that
big, it
happens
looks
to
like a
guys when they get
6-pack
older.
on top of a beer gut kind of thing.
Sort, but
Yeah.
kinda, but like not really, because he is crazy ripped. But you could tell like there was, and that's just
Oh.
something that happens with older
Those
men.
yeah. My problem now being like I'm 36, I'll watch that movie and see Jake Gyllenhaal all ripped out, and be like, I'm gonna get on TRT, and I'm gonna get a personal
Do it,
trainer,
Bill.
and I'm gonna be ripped.
do it.
Well,
Do
then I
it.
wake up the next morning and it's like, Google it, and like, yeah, I can't afford that shit. I got a
Just
life.
do it.
I got a life.
Well, insurance might, definitely go get your levels checked. That's
Oh,
not a
I
bad
have.
thing to do.
I have. I am at a point where they will not prescribe me testosterone. I asked.
You're still fine.
Yeah, they're like, you're good, bro. Like, I was like, what's good? Like, am I the lower end? Because what's low? Like 400, I think.
800.
I think 800's high.
No, for my age, 800's low.
Yeah, I'm 10 years older than you, dude.
It's kind of difference being 25 compared to 30.
So I think your level should be at 600.
No, I was at 795. So, and that was
Makes
that was
sense.
2 years ago. But I haven't felt any kind of drop off on any kind of way I feel other than stuff up here. Like,
But I'm not. It might be one of those things
dick
where
still work.
I don't know if you can stop once you start.
That's another thing. I've talked to some people about doing that stuff, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like if you don't know what you're doing to a T and manage it, like you can't just start bombarding your body with stuff and then get all fucking shredded up like you want and then stop. Like, because then you're just gonna get all fucking saggy and probably like have heart failure and
Well, and there's just the fact of like, if your body isn't producing testosterone, fine. But if you get on it and you're still producing, and the same thing happens with melatonin,
yeah.
whatnot. Your body's gonna stop
Oh yeah.
because you're getting it from a different source. So
I
you also
yeah.
don't want to fuck your body in that way either.
Right. Melatonin's another one. Like we give our kids melatonin, like low dose, like a quarter milligram, to help them go to sleep. But I can't remember who it was. It might have been like Huberman or somebody talking about studies about like adult, like late teens into adult males that habitually take melatonin, and a link to like that decreasing their testosterone growth. So now I'm like terrified about giving my kids melatonin. Granted, they're like 8, so. And
That
I
makes me
can't
wonder what's in
remember
those
where
fucking
that came from,
medications.
and I've never consulted a doctor about it, so like don't take any of that for truth. But I remember hearing it and being like, oh, I've taken melatonin like twice, and it gives me fucked up dreams, and I feel like shit in the morning, so like I just don't take it. I just drink to go to sleep instead, which is far worse. But
Hey, be an adult. Drink to go to sleep.
I've never noticed any difference when I take the melatonin, but one thing I do know, like your body will stop producing it if you take so much, and your
well, it's
body's
just
like,
like
okay, well,
yeah.
I don't have to make it anymore then. So especially for your kids, you don't want
Well,
them
that's
to
like most
get to
things.
that point. But
Which diabetes is it you can get if you eat too much sugar?
type 2.
Type 2, like, yeah, your body's like, oh, I don't have to produce sugar anymore because you're just packing me full of it, right? Isn't that like how it works?
Uh, it's like an insulin resistant. You get a resistance to insulin, which is not good. That stuff gets real confusing quickly, so it's
Right.
hard to understand. Um, I had a friend actually. He was overweight, lost a lot of weight, got diabetes, and they thought it was type 2.
Diabetes.
Got the diabetes.
Well, I was gonna say he got diabetic.
Diabetes. You got
That's
the
technically
diabetes.
right there. He got that diabetic. Um, but so I didn't know they don't test you for both, and they just assumed like, oh, you were fat at one point. It's probably type 2. No, he got late adult onset type 1,
Mm.
which is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I
So
know.
that's a thing.
A
So his
really
pancreas just fucking was like, nope.
a really good friend of
Yeah,
mine.
pretty much.
A really good friend of mine. Her husband has been like type 1 since high school, and it's like he knows how to control it, but like, god damn, that's fucking blows.
It's gnarly.
He's got like the fucking shit like implanted in his arm with a little monitor. And like
Mm-hmm.
if he drinks like he doesn't drink really rarely ever, but like we'll go out and they love Mexican food, so we meet them for like Mexican. He'll drink like half a margarita and immediately like on his little app, like checking his blood. He's like, oh yeah, I can go on margarita. If there's 2 shots instead of 1 shot in this margarita, like my night's gonna fucking suck.
Well, I would blame all the sugar in the
Oh, yeah,
margarita
for sure.
more than.
But I mean,
the alcohol is not good.
alcohol.
Like if
But
you're
mixes sugar,
diabetic,
right?
why not just do rum?
Yeah,
well, I was
right.
just about to say, just do
Sugar-based
straight
alcohol.
tequila.
No,
I mean-
isn't like rum?
No, rum is made from sugar.
Doesn't Tansy make rum and he's diabetic?
I don't know if he's I've never heard he's diabetic.
Or his wife is?
I don't know if there's a ton of sugar in the liquor itself. There might not
Well,
be.
all
'Cause
alcohol
usually-
all turns to sugar in your body, right? So
Right, but if it has any added to
added
it, as
sugar,
well.
which is why, yeah, like sugary drinks. You want to talk? if you went out for a night of like super sweet cocktails with your girlfriends and wake up the next morning feeling like total shit, odds are it's about 25% the alcohol and 75% the 4 pounds of sugar you ingested the night before.
Yeah.
Especially them vodka cranberries that are all fucking sugary juice.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah,
Well, anything with
cranberry
sweet and
cocktail.
sour in it.
Yeah. Oh, sweet and sour mix is just sugar. There's
Mm-hmm.
three
So
ingredients.
like you could do
There's
whiskey
three
sour.
ingredients in that. There's sugar, water, yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow.
It's just simple syrup and
Yellow 40.
lemon juice. Speaking of drinking way too fucking much and making a fool of yourself, I've been watching The Rock of Love.
That's a
series.
Brett Michaels one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember in like junior high school watching what was it? The Surreal Life with Flavor Flav. And then he got Flavor of Love.
Flavor. When we were talking about this off air,
Yeah,
I was thinking
boy.
Flavor of Love when Miss Tasty spit in what's her face's face and they got in that huge fight.
Her name was Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin to New York.
Pumpkin and Miss Tasty.
Pumpkin in New York.
No,
That's right.
Pumpkin in New York.
Pumpkin in New York.
Oh, Pumpkin in New York.
Where'd I get
Okay,
Miss Tasty
either way.
from? There was
like,
a
Miss
Miss
Tasty was from Sex Drive. It's a movie.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
up? What's up, Miss Tasty?
Yeah, that's right.
Get your shit right, guys. God.
Not bad. Miss
Damn.
Tasty's hot though.
But yeah, so like all those dating reality shows got massive on VH1, and they gave Bret Michaels one, and it was just chef's kiss. So bad.
Yeah,
I've been
have you
rewatching
finished
it,
it yet?
loving
Do you
it.
I remember watching the finale and who he ends up with, and I was like, I didn't see that one coming.
Oh, 3 different. Oh, I watched them every week, like religiously. And then my boyfriend at the time, I got him into it, so he was like, "Are we gonna watch the new episode?" And I was like, "Well, fuck yeah!" So I literally watched all 3 seasons as they came out.
There's
on
3
fucking
seasons?
TV. There's 3.
I only remember the first one where he ends up with like that teacher kind of lady, who was
I don't
fairly.
know if she was that. But
She was
so you didn't watch the reunion then?
no. I was done after the first season. Like
The reunion was great because she comes back and she straight up tells him, "You made the wrong choice. I don't want to have anything to do with you."
yeah, it was season
Whoa.
1. It was between like that blonde-headed kind of. I think she might have even been a teacher, but she was blonde-headed. She was far more conservative than most of the ladies on the show until like the last
She had
episode.
blonde and pink hair. the one
Yeah,
that
and
won.
like the very last episode, they're at dinner, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not wearing panties," and like shows them kind of thing.
that was a second season.
That was the second season. Oh,
Yeah.
It was between her and that like super tatted up stripper chick.
Daisy got her own spin-off dating show too.
Really?
I can't imagine the
Yep.
quality of guys they got for that one. I mean, I'm not hating on her, but like that bitch was.
I mean,
rough.
I'm back on the emo girls, so
Dude, she gave him that's gonna be once I finish
If you
season
like
3.
chicks with spider web tattoos on their nipples, that is. Her.
oh, I like the chicks with spider web tattoos on their nipples that have like the nipple bars that have little fucking spiders on them.
Well, then she
So
was
let's
for
get
you. She
Oh
was. for
yeah,
you.
that's what
she
I'm
was one of
looking
the
for at this
first-
point.
One of the first people that had like lip filler, like a
Oh, yeah.
shitload of
She had the-
lip filler. But she was tiny, so like her boobs looked massive.
Yeah, she was
on
probably
her
like
frame.
5 foot tall, 90 pounds, lips like fucking like bratwurst, and then the biggest, fakest, tatted up tits you've ever seen in your life.
It sounds like
Mhm.
someone's just going to be getting half my checks in the next 5 to 10 years.
And she will
It was
take them.
hilarious though for her dating show. The very first episode, she gives all the guys nicknames to try to remember them, and that's fucking hilarious. Like it was just so fucking
But-
ridiculous.
And we've talked about this before on the show. What started all of that, I'm pretty sure,
I'm going to run and get a refill
Was-
real quick, y'all.
Taste of Love with Tila Tequila.
No, that was she ended it.
She ended it? I
Actually.
thought that was the first one. Was the
No,
Flavor
the first
Flav
one was Flavor of Love.
God, that one. I remember watching that and being like, there's no woman on earth that goes through this much effort for Flavor Flav.
Uh, and then the girl New York that lost,
Yeah, she got her own
she
show.
got her own show, and then but yeah, Tila's was the first one that was bisexual, and that was when they were like,
Yeah. I love you, Taylor.
we're not getting the same views anymore.
That dude from
We're
Atlanta,
gonna
like
change.
that dude from Atlanta, like literally getting forcefully ejected from the house and standing outside the gates, like "I love you, Taylor." And then the dude from Jersey, headbutting the one dude and like breaking his jawbone out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that shit. I don't remember any of that. Holy crap. I do remember on New York show, some dude was like licking and sucking her toes.
Oh, and she was
And
probably
the cameraman was all
she was
up
probably
in
all
that
into
shit.
it though. That girl was fucking out there. I talk about DG4L. I could not handle that bitch 1 minute.
Okay, just imagine the feeling of someone licking and sucking your toes. Just how fucking weird that would be.
No. Especially like that.
All right, Quentin Tarantino.
Like, especially like that. Like, I can't recall anybody ever, like, sucking on my toe. But, like, if somebody's, like, giving me, like, a sexy massage and it goes down to my feet and they, like, suck my toe for a minute and then, like, come back up, I might be like, that's a weird sensuality I've never experienced, but let's move on, you know? But if some, like, chick, like, if my wife one night just all of a sudden just, like, I'm horny and, like, grabs my foot and starts sucking my toes, I'm gonna be like, you don't know where those have been. I'm a guy. Like, we don't wash our feet all the time in the shower. We let the water.
It's like, hey,
we let the water handle it.
Oh no!
like, what do you do? No, what are you doing?
Right. But I mean, like, you know, if you have a foot fetish, then you're gonna be all into it. But if that person you're sucking the toes on isn't into it, just imagine, like, put yourself in that position. Just be like,
anybody watching or listening? Anybody watching or listening to this episode?
You can't go from toe to mouth.
Yeah.
You can't go toe to mouth.
Don't kiss me.
Yeah, you can't go T to M. You can't go T to M.
Go brush your teeth. Go brush your teeth. Go.
TTM goes even lower on the list of, you know, sexual priorities than like ATM, right? Like,
nope,
like,
you can't.
Like sucking on your toes, it comes to kiss. You're like, no, like,
no.
Even if I knew my feet were clean, I'd be like, bitch, you're into some weird shit that I'm not down for. Like, I'm not kissing you. No, get away from me.
Right.
Be gone. Be gone out of my house. Sucking on my toes. Anybody watching or listening, either comment on the YouTube or DM the IG if you've ever had somebody like sensually suck your toes. Because I can't imagine. Obviously, there's people that are into it, and maybe I don't know. Once again,
But like completely out of nowhere, like
I've never had it done, so I can't say I'm not into it. But I feel like I wouldn't be, you know. So,
right. Like, and I guess for like context in the show, they were in the hot tub.
Oh, god damn it! Like, again.
So it was like wet, wrinkled feet.
Like if it was like a Tarantino thing, like Space Cowboy brought up, like if she's like pouring champagne down her foot.
I mean, but Selma Hayek. I mean, come on, that's completely different.
I'll put any.
If it's Selma Hayek, I'm sucking champagne on her tongue.
I will put any part of her body in my mouth, no questions asked. By the way, but I'm not immediately going to the feet. You know, I'll have to be directed. You know, I have to be directed to the feet for that. Selma Hayek's like,
I mean, Quentin Tarantino was just like,
put my mouth elsewhere, thank you.
Yeah, like, I'd rather, you know, suck something else, but you know.
Show me them boobies.
Yeah. Show me them boobies.
Like on Superbad when you're looking at that like the porn magazine in the gas station, the nipples, like, oh, her nipples are like baby toes.
Oh God, that's a really. Thanks for ruining that, Bill.
Oh, Superbad is like Could you imagine if somebody tried to make that movie now? It would not happen.
I mean, it wasn't that bad.
Well,
Sounds like a challenge.
the whole premise of the movie, I understand now, is problematic, but it's exactly what high school was like for a lot of guys. Like, you go to parties because girls are drunk and you can hook up with them.
If you guys
And you
Our
always
listeners-
that's guys' dumbass thoughts of this
yeah,
could
of
totally
course.
happen.
Of
And
course.
then
okay,
they
it's two
reject-
nerdy high school boys. Do you really think that they understood that wasn't a good thing?
right.
They were 15 years old.
But I mean, that, like, I could even say, like, going to high
they
school
weren't that
parties.
young. They were seniors in the show, right?
Going to high school parties, you're like,
No.
oh damn, we're getting fucked up. Maybe I'll hook up with blah 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 tonight. You know, like, meh.
Isn't it their first day of freshman year?
No, it's their last
they're
day.
literally talking about
It's their
going to
last
fucking
day of
college.
senior year.
Oh.
Kind of like Dazed and Confused, but that's their last day of junior year.
So
Dazed and Confused is, would be problematic now too.
Well, you know, Dazed and Confused. If they remade Dazed and Confused now
Bill,
with the same
go there.
with the same time gap that it was originally filmed to when it was set, if they made Dazed and Confused this year, it'd be set in 2004 or something like that.
Well, that's just our asshole mentality of being, born in the 90s or close to that and thinking, oh my gosh, the 70s was so long ago. Not realizing what the fuck 20 years actually
we watch
feels like.
me and my wife will watch like Mad Men or Dazed and Confused. We love that movie. We watch it probably 2 or 3 times a year. She's
I
like,
fucking
oh.
love Dazed
My
and
wife's like,
Confused.
oh, I would love to live back then. As she's like online shopping on Amazon, I'm like, I doubt
Look at
that.
the period products for that time, and you're gonna change your tone real fucking.
Yeah,
quick.
like tampons were just made out of like Native American hair, wadded up and banded together. You know.
Yeah, the
You haven't
Indian hair
even
ones.
had
Like it's,
tampons yet.
Yeah, it's just pads, right?
she's on the rag.
Some diapers, reusable diapers.
Diped up.
But yeah,
Gosh, it wasn't all that glamorous. I mean, the cars were nice.
the cars
some
were
of
dope. That's
them.
the best part of the whole movie.
But then again, you had the gas crisis in the 70s too.
Yeah,
so it was just
gas was like 4 cents a gallon.
okay, it was like 28. I mean, come on.
Okay, I'm hyperbolizing.
I think it's like
obviously.
Licorice Pizza. Have you guys seen that one? They have the gas crisis in that one.
And what?
Licorice Pizza.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, it's pretty good. Just check it out. It, like takes place in the 70s.
I hate licorice and I love pizza, so the title is just problematic for me.
It's like a
Yes.
duality for you. It's like
Yeah,
one thing you
it's a
love and one thing you
love-hate
hate.
thing, you know.
See, and Charlie loves licorice and hates pizza. So
I love both, so you can suck my dick.
Black licorice? Do you like black licorice?
I used to eat it with my dad. Yeah.
Oof.
ooh,
Apparently, he would get it from the health store. For some reason, it had some health benefit. I don't know what the fuck that was.
it's.
But I remember it came in a small box with a fucking panda on it, and I was like, yeah, I'll have some. Tastes like a fucking black jelly bean.
That licorice had
And then
acid
I
in it.
found out, oh, that's what Jaeger tastes like.
Mhm. I will say that's the crazy thing. I like Jaeger. Haven't had it in years, by the way, 'cause it's out of style, and now I've moved on to Fireball like all the other kids in school, you know. But I hate black licorice. Hate it.
I
It
had
was
the
the
worst
exact
old
same.
fashioned a few years ago that was black licorice flavored.
Whoa.
Ugh.
Whoa.
No, it's not something I would want to drink. But like with what my dad used to get, they were like real small pieces. It wasn't like a ton. But I didn't mind it.
It was probably like real licorice made from like whatever that root, licorice root, I guess. I don't know.
Probably since it came from the health store.
Yeah.
But
It had a
I
panda.
was
It had a
young.
panda on it, so you know.
Right? That's all I remember. It's a fucking panda.
Back then, we always trusted Chinese medicine.
Just ground.
I mean,
up in the
opium,
dick.
come on, man. That got us pretty fucking far.
Have you ever met somebody who's actually ever smoked opium?
Most likely, yes.
I have, and when they told me, I was like, "What?"
There's a
Like-
few people
Like
that
you-
we
like-
all know that I think probably have smoked opium.
Opiate? Like that's still around? Like what? Granted,
I know
again,
someone who smoked mescaline.
oh, I know plenty of people that have smoked mescaline, and it was, I don't know, I was around for one time of that. And again, I've explained this on the show. I was always late to the party, so I'd always see people doing these drugs before I did them, and I'd see their reactions to it. I'd be like, I'm not doing that shit. Like I was supposed to do acid for the first time with some friends, and they couldn't wait for me to get off work. So I show up. They'd already all done the acid, and one of them was literally on the top of probably, I don't know, an 85-foot pine tree, like holding it and swaying back and forth, just giggling his ass off. And I was like, well, that sounds like a bad idea. And the rest of them were all being dumb as fuck. So yeah, like a friend of mine, like, yeah, smoked mescaline one time, and I was just like, I went to go pick him up, and I was like, yeah, like, count me out on this one, man. Like, I'm not doing that. I
love peyote. I think that's the mescaline is what peyote has in it.
I think they're pretty similar.
I think mescaline is a synthetic form of peyote. So like.
Oh, okay. Also know
pretty fun high.
In the movie
I also know people who've done like straight up black tar heroin too. And it's like, I knew a functioning heroin addict, and I was like, oh, that's nice. Did they end up ODing? Yeah, they did, but they were brilliant.
Heroin's another one of those ones that, like, I mean, again, I don't know people's circumstances at all, but like, you grow up hearing about heroin, and I'm like, keep me the fuck away from that shit. Like, you know, like,
this is chasing a high.
The dragon.
You get to a point where you're not getting a high from anything else. You do that. Great. Then you keep.
The one drug I've never done that I I won't say I regret not doing it, but that I wish I would have tried, knowing how it is now, is Coke.
Coke is fucking.
I'm all good. I don't have any desire. I've been around it.
I guess regret's not the right word. I don't regret not ever trying it, but I guess it's probably the one I'm most curious about. But
it's a fun one.
But now it's all laced with fentanyl, so like, fuck that noise.
Is it true that it really only lasts for like 15 minutes? Because that's what I've been told.
15 to 20, give or take.
It was the person who told me that was doing cocaine, so I was like, I'm assuming you know what you're talking about.
They're just like, I just eat it every 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. Charlie, I'm telling you. Yeah. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, it only lasts 15 to 20 minutes. You'll be fine. It'll be cool. We'll hang out.
It's the easiest high ever, bro. It just goes away real quick. It doesn't show up on drug tests.
Take a little line. I'll tell you about my business opportunity, and we'll go.
They weren't all crazy like that. Like
smoking weed and doing coke is probably one of the funnest things ever. It's like the completely balanced high.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I never had to deal with that, but one of those guys still does that shit to this day. And it's been a year ago since I saw him. We went out to a club and accidentally met up with the same people, and he started drinking. It was on a Tuesday evening, and he was like, I need some coke. And I was like, you're still doing that shit? Like, you were on heart medication when you were 22 and you were doing this, and you're still doing it today.
Yeah.
It's a fun thing for you, buddy.
So I've been offered a couple times, mainly by the same group of people in the same city in Texas that I've traveled to a few times in the past couple of years.
I wonder where that's at.
Yeah. The way... And maybe I'm being paranoid, but I'm being paranoid because I feel like I have a right to be paranoid. The fentanyl shit, like, not dealing with it. 2,
it is terrifying, especially knowing how little it takes.
So paranoid about the fentanyl thing. 2, I've never done it before, and I don't really know the people I'm doing it with that well.
Yeah.
You know? And then D, I forgot D, but
D, you're out in a certain city in Texas.
Oh yeah, I've been fucking on Dirty 6, and some dude's offered me like a fucking bump with his OnlyFans girlfriend, and I'm like, yeah, no.
Walking you in a fucking Tesla.
Yeah, that dude's fucking. I don't know. I don't think he wanted to give me coke. I think he wanted to give me his fucking dick. Is what that guy wanted. I don't know. That was fucking weird, but. Ugh. The rugby player from Austin? Jesus, that dude was weird. But yeah,
What did they say? Keep Austin weird. He's just doing his job.
doing his job, I guess. All right, but we've got listener responses. This week's question was your biggest household pet peeves. I figured we'd take like at least a week break from the sex stuff because the sex stuff is fun. We got to branch out a little bit.
It's my favorite.
The sex stuff is fun. We'll always go back to sex stuff.
Yes.
So, first one. When an Asian or Latino house has a fuck ton of ceramics and decor, you think that they're a hoarder.
Fight, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah,
What?
Jake. I bet you, like, on the other side of Jake's camera is just, like, a whole entertainment center topped with Jesus candles.
No, my mom's house has a prayer altar.
Mm. Yeah, that's like a Latin Catholicism thing, right?
Yeah.
Also, don't know if that's not really a pet peeve. Like, how often are you
Oh
experiencing
no, it's not a pet
this?
peeve, but like she has a bunch of like crucifixes with Jesus on them
Ugh,
everywhere.
creepy.
I love it.
Jesus or the candles?
I love the way the candles smell.
Putting your feet on the furniture when a guest. Not removing dirty shoes when entering the house, or wearing shoes on carpet.
I'm
Remove
just gonna
stick from your
say-
ass.
Some people, they take their shoes off. You smell their fucking feet. Like, honey, just
Yeah.
you can put your shoes back on.
Yeah, I'll vacuum.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I'll
don't-
vacuum and
don't
mop
put-
later. Leave those shoes on, bro. Yeah.
If I
I'm
see
self-conscious
someone,
about my feet smell, so
if I see someone putting their fucking feet on the furniture while their shoes are on, I will slit your throat.
Mm. Yeah.
Like, I absolutely cannot stand that. Even if I see it in movies, I'm like, oh
Well,
god,
first off,
I
even
can't.
if my shoes are off, like, do you know how comfortable I have to be with these people to put my socked feet on their furniture?
Socks, that's fine.
Like,
That's
I know, but I'm not
fine.
like going to like some random I don't really know that well. I'm not going to like their house party and like throw my feet up on their couch. You know?
Well, no, but like,
yeah, no,
you
there's
know,
such thing as
probably
being a
wouldn't
little
take your shoes off at
too
all.
comfortable.
Yeah.
But
like,
like,
be
you know,
raised right.
at your brother's house or
Yeah.
sister-in-law's place, you
If I'm
know.
at like my BFF's house, like playing Xbox, yeah, like whatever. But yeah, I'm not just like, oh man, nice house. Like throw my dogs up on the shade
Really
lounge,
make yourself
You
comfortable.
know?
Yeah, no, you can't get too comfortable at someone's house if you barely know.
The worst thing I ever heard was when I was in clinicals for ultrasound, and it was my first semester. Like one of the first weeks I was working, and there was the second year girl that was there. This stupid bitch straight up tells everyone in the little office part, oh yeah, I go home from working here and I'll go get in my bed with my shoes on.
Mm.
So it's like, okay, not only are you just walking around the world in
That's
those
a
shoes,
mental problem.
you're at the fucking hospital
Ugh.
picking up God knows what. Like when I got off of work, I would leave my fucking shoes in the garage. They wouldn't even come into the home because I was walking in a fucking hospital, dodging blood in the fucking ER and shit like that. Granted, that's not what we had to deal with in clinicals, but still, like, it happens. The look on everyone's faces were exactly like Jake's, and they were like, you can literally get, like,
I don't
you're just
care.
asking for MRSA in your bed. Stop
No,
doing that
I don't even
immediately.
care.
You're gonna get a staph infection on your fucking leg, you idiot.
I don't care where you work. I don't care where you work or where you've been. Getting into your bed with your shoes on?
I mean, just even if you just bought those shoes and you never walked in them
Yeah.
no.
Like
No.
how many
No.
hitchhikers have you murdered to get to this point? Like Jesus Christ.
See, I say some fucked up shit, but I don't even say shit like that.
No. Oh
Man.
my god. Oh my god.
I don't even think she was joking. That was the thing. It was like, oh my god, you're actually fucking serious, aren't you?
No, Charlie, that's my joke, is I say some shit that I'm serious about.
It could be, like, it could be Margot Robbie, buck naked, and only her tennis shoes. Those shoes get in my bed.
Under the sheets?
Get the fuck out.
No.
Yeah.
Under the sheets.
I can't. I simply can't.
I could probably handle, like, on top of the covers, you know?
Straight to jail. Like that. Have you guys seen that Parks and Recreation
You try to throw
episode?
those shoes
Straight to jail.
under...
Straight to jail.
Yeah, you try to throw
shoes
those
in bed,
shoes
straight
under
to jail.
sheets? Get the fuck out. Like, what are you doing? I'm calling the police.
Yeah, right? I am calling the cops.
There's a dead body in the trunk of your car right now.
Just be like Terry from Reno 911. I was murdered.
I've just been murdered. Okay. If you caused said, in quotations, shit, grab the shovel.
What?
I don't get that one. Is it like clean up after your dogs? I don't.
Or isn't they talking about somebody shitting in the yard? And I don't know what you're
Is it
talking
like an Amber Heard situation? Did she shit in your bed?
I guess. I don't know. I don't get that one. I need
That
clarification on that one.
Stupid hoe. It was the dog, a
was the
miniature
dog.
tiny dog that did this full-grown human shit.
Yeah. Someone drinking all the goddamn tequila. Again, an annoyance. But is that a pet peeve? Like, how often does this happen in your house?
I mean, if they're complaining about it, it must be one of those things that's happening pretty often.
Well, like, number one, hide your tequila then, or put it in a place where they can't find it, like a real alcoholic.
Yeah. Hide it behind the hot water heater, like my dad did. You know?
Or, yeah, right, exactly. Like that. After my grandfather died, we found, well, I didn't, because I was 8, but my mom and grandmother found so many empty bottles just hidden everywhere.
Grandpa was a fucking G. He was just wasted all the time and no one knew it.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of like, why not just walk it out to the fucking alleyway and throw it in the dumpster? No, I need to hide this. Okay.
Might get caught taking it out.
Right? It's
So-
like, we know you're an alcoholic, dick.
Yeah.
No, you
You're
don't.
hiding shit from us.
Yeah, you don't know I'm drunk. I can walk a straight line.
I think this one, they reversed it. It says lights off if no one is in the room. I'm assuming they're saying, like, the light needs to be off. Their pet peeve is a light being on if there's no one in the room.
Yo, you guys, whoever submitted that one would, like, fucking murder me, because I leave lights on when I go to class and stuff like that.
That's one, I cannot stand a light left on for no reason. I'm like, nope, I can't do it.
Do you operate a lot in the dark?
Me?
No, Charlie. But I'll clarify in a second.
I mean, I don't like operating in the dark because then I start fucking up the organs that I want to harvest.
True.
So I really try not to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't mind the dark.
Me and my wife get in this thing all the time. Like, she actually hates lights being on, just period.
I mean, I have blocked out
Like,
curtains.
she wants everything just as dimly lit as possible. Whereas, like,
I've heard that being an ADHD trait of the big light and don't turn on the big light.
that might be it. But, like,
Yeah, I don't like the big
I'll be
light.
like trying to cook, and I'll have like I've got bright ass lights in my kitchen because I want light when I'm
Yeah.
cooking. I want it to be bright.
Yes.
I want to see everything I'm doing, every single piece. Like, I want it to be like a
I
circle.
love the. I didn't even know I had this until my mom changed the light out. That like right above, like the fan thing above the oven, I can turn that light on.
Oh yeah.
I
The
love
stove
the
light,
fuck
yeah.
out of that thing.
Oh, oven lights. Stove lights are fucking bomb.
Right? Yes. And then I'll have, when the lights on in the kitchen. Like I do not mind that because if I'm actually trying to do something
Oh.
and I can't see, I'm like, no, I need a
If
spotlight on
if
this
I'm
bitch.
cooking shit in the kitchen, I want it to be like a fucking surgical room. Boom. I want to see
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
But it should be
Or like
do
if
you
I
need
do my
like do
fingernails,
you
I
need
want the
these
fucking
lights
light
on? Like
on.
can you not just do like the over the sink light and then the over the stove light? Like can't you not see with that? And I'm like, I mean I can see enough to move around the room, but I can't see what the fuck I'm chopping up. You know?
Right? And it's like I need, if I'm seasoning something, I need to know exactly how much seasoning is
Oh
on
yeah,
there.
I want to
And
see.
if I have shit light, then it's
Like I said, when I'm cooking, it's like surgery. All right, I want to know every detail.
Yeah, no, I've seen you cook. You fucking you
I
go
want to
into
know
a mode,
all.
dude.
I love cooking. Crumbs or other food mess left on the counter. Yeah, it's annoying.
yeah.
Imagine
And
having.
because it's such an easy thing to clean up too, where it's just like you lazy ass
Oh
motherfucker.
yeah.
Wipe it on the floor, goddammit.
Oh, not on the floor. Trust me. Like we have
No, just like
kids.
wipe it in your hand, throw it in the trash. It doesn't take anything.
Or if it's on the counter. Like how close are you to the sink? Just wipe it into the sink, flush it down.
Yeah.
Or the crack to the stove. Just wipe it down the crack of the stove. You know.
Exactly.
Deal with it later.
If you have a dog, you can just throw it on the floor.
Yeah.
Dogs are the best for shit like that. My cat fucking sucks at shit, like doing that shit.
Dogs are fucking bomb as shit because they are little vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
Right? Like they'll eat the food that you don't want to eat. That
Oh,
if you
yeah.
drop something, you're like, "Hey, man," and they're like, "I got you, bud." It's the best.
I'm here for you.
Oh, so this
Right?
this one's a good one because it's petty, but it also drives me insane. When someone stops the microwave early but doesn't cancel it back out to the clock.
I pissed myself off with that one.
Oh, if I like look at the microwave to see what time it is, and it just says like press start.
001.
Or just like press start, like press start.
I do that to myself all the time, and I'm like, "Damn you, past Charlie."
Yeah,
God
same,
damn it.
dude. I'm just like, you fucking piece of shit. Whoever
Yeah.
closed
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
Yesterday, Charlie really fucked my day up by not just pushing cancel and putting it back to the clock. That one does drive me nuts. Cranking up
You
the
look-
heater, put a fucking hoodie on.
I hate when people crank the heater in their fucking cars.
Yeah, I can't be
I
hot
love
in my
it.
car.
Fuck you, Charlie.
I like
I'm always
being warm.
freezing.
I like being warm. But if it's on high and just coming straight at me, after a minute or two, I'm like, yeah, we gotta like deflect this air somewhere else or cool it down because I'm about to pass out.
Yeah, no, I gotta like crack a window at that point. I'm just like, ooh.
I love it. But I have had another guy tell me because I was driving an old buddy home, and it was cold wintertime. I can't remember when. I had that shit full blast right on me, and he said the same thing. He was like, "I can't have that shit blowing in my face," and I was like, "Why not?" And he was like, I just can't do it." And I was like, "I can, no matter what. Like, I want it on my hands. I want it on my face. I'm fucking freezing."
What I typically do is do the defrost and footwell settings
See, I do feet.
because my feet are always fucking cold.
See, I like my legs warm.
And there's no way to
so-
warm them up. Even the footwell thing like helps, but it doesn't warm them up.
Not completely. It's not as good.
But like just directed at me, like no, like it just I get dried out. I feel like I'm about to pass out. Can't do it.
Interesting. I do not.
Maybe it's a man thing, Charlie.
That's what I was just wondering. Like maybe it's a dude thing.
It's all the testosterone coursing through our body.
Granted, like I blow dry my hair, and that's just direct fucking hot.
I blow dry
air
my balls. So.
all around your face. Okay, you didn't let me finish. All around your fucking face.
Blowing it all.
I mean,
over
if you
your
had
face.
hot air on your balls all the time in the car, you might not mind it unless it was summer.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
already
I like
doing that.
in the summer. I like to open my zipper and like point the air conditioner.
I remember like old cars. They used to have the vent right down there. It's
Yeah.
like the ball vent.
Yeah, no, it felt like an angel was sucking your dick with an ice cube in its mouth.
So, my first car was a '74 Dodge Dart. It was a dope car. but for extra heat in the footwells, it had these little hatches you could open up, and the hatches were right behind where the headers for the exhaust ran in the engine compartment.
Oh, so it got hot.
Oh, tons of heat. And I was like, oh, duh. Like, the first time I ever opened, like my dad had to tell me what they were. I was like, what the fuck are these things? She's like, oh,
Right.
yeah, it's like for heating up down here. Opened them up. I was like, it was cold. I was like, oh, man, it's really warm. But then all I got was fucking, like, it was a 74. The car was a 74. This was like 2004. It was like a fucking 30-year-old car. Next thing I know, like, I'm getting dizzy from, like, the exhaust
Being
smells and the
confused.
burning oil and the fumes from the engine compartment. Yeah, I was like, ugh. Oof. Yep, closing those.
Roll down those windows.
Yeah, crank them down. Flip them smokers' windows.
Mm-hmm.
That like cigarette out the window.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I miss when America used to America like that.
Mm-hmm. Back in the Marlboro days.
The fucking tobacco companies owned the country.
Yeah. You ain't a man if you aren't.
I'm a slave to big tobacco.
Yeah. You ain't.
I thought you said you were quitting, dick.
Fuck that. Fuck that. I was going to.
Fuck yeah, I'm quitting.
Yeah, then he decided to direct a movie.
Pretty much.
Yeah. When they leave the lights on in a room and don't bother to turn them off, electricity is not free, especially when a bunch of devices are plugged in and running. Okay, yeah.
God damn it.
Yep.
You god damn it.
Goddamn, turn the lights on.
God damn it, turn the lights off.
Somebody said, exist, or not take out, or not take out the trash.
That's my biggest pet peeve about myself is that I exist.
You exist, yeah. Every morning you wake up, you look in the mirror, like, God damn it, you're still here.
You wake up just
No!
Yeah, wake up screaming no.
Oh, this is
Not
another
again.
good one. There must be a lot of dads responding to this because my kids do this and it drives me up the walls. When a pantry or closet door was closed, but then left opened.
Oh my god, we do that shit to my mom on every holiday. She'll be like in the bathroom or something, and my cousin will go around and open every single pantry door, all of her like cabinets, her dishwasher, and everything, and she'll just come out and freak out and just run around,
Yeah.
closing them.
So like in our kitchen, we have like kind of two pantry doors. Like one's the actual pantry, and that's where we keep like dry goods and then all their snacks. And then the other one is kind of like the overflow where we keep like batteries and the trash can and shit. Never fails. The kids, it's closed. They open it to get something out of it, run off, leave it wide open. I'm like, it was closed when you went there. Close it back. Drives me up the
Like
walls.
the thing about it is that it's so effortless.
Yeah,
Like it
just
takes no effort
shut
to
the
close.
fucking door. Just shut the fucking door. Goddamn
Never.
kids. Another dad one. The back and forth fight over the thermostat.
I was about to say someone's got to bring up the fucking
Someone bring up the
thermostat.
thermostat. Are you a cold or hot person, Charlie?
I'm cold. I am always cold.
No,
No
so,
matter what.
well, I'm talking when it comes to the thermostat. Are you a heat or cool?
I mean, it depends. It depends if if it's fucking freezing outside. I'll put it on like the lowest I'll go for the heat is 67, which is what it's set on. Well, not right now because I turned it up for my mother.
I like
But-
mine at like 73.
73. Good God. But it never like
For the heat,
that's like air conditioning all the time for you though, isn't it?
yeah, AC I'll keep it around 74. But I can't fucking sleep if I'm too hot at night, so I need it somewhat cool, which is why I love the winter time because it sucks that the bed's cold, but I sleep better. But once it starts getting hot as shit and I don't want the AC constantly running, I finally got a bedroom fan and that's helped, but I get so fucking
Night
hot.
times
when I
are rough
sleep.
for us
It's
because like for
miserable.
some reason, my wife, as soon as she like falls asleep, her body temperature like spikes like 10 degrees hotter.
Ooh,
So then she's
I'm
like
like that.
hot, and like we have the Nest, we have like the smart thermometer. She'll wake up, it'll be like 20 degrees outside, and she'll turn it down to like 61. So like me and the kids look like some shit from Charles Dickens waking up, like freezing to
Your
death.
lips are blue.
I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm hot. I'm like,
See, when I
we're
wake
all
up in the
freezing.
mornings,
She's like, well, then put a hoodie on. I was like, I'm not sleeping full dressed. Like, I own this house. I pay the fucking gas bill. I want it to be warm.
Like you put a sleeping bag under the comforter.
Oh God, I'm over here like,
I wonder if it's I wonder if it's like a.
could be a
like-
Hispanic thing. Who
yeah.
knows?
But I'm not. Look at me. I'm whiter than shit.
No, because
She
like
dream-
I
as
sleep.
soon as she goes to sleep, she starts dreaming of me like cheating on her or something, and it just makes her body heat elevate.
She's stabbing you in her dreams.
Oh
I've been
God.
compared to a nuclear reactor when I sleep.
Oh, there's times like I have to cuddle with her because I'm so cold and she's so warm. Maybe that's why she does it. It's like a dependency thing. She's like, if I turn the heat up, he'll leave me.
I've also been told, like, when cuddling with guys, of like, get away from me. You're making me sweat.
Oh, that's
like,
what she does. She's like, oh, I'm already so hot. But
See, I
also,
wake
like,
up
she'll
sweaty
sleep
in
in
a cold room.
sweatpants and a hoodie. I was like, then take
Me
clothes
too,
off.
Jake. I've done that before.
Ooh, sweating in
That's
a
the
cold room.
worst. Because then, like, you don't want to be outside of the covers because it's too cold, but you can't be under the covers because you're too hot, and you're just
yeah.
like, I'm just miserable. This
And
is
if you
cool.
let like an arm and a leg hang out, then obviously the demon under the bed's gonna eat you. So,
right?
You know.
You're too vulnerable
I mean-
at that point.
I'm alone in a queen size bed, so
Well, you need to fix that one.
I have my
Jake.
cat that takes up a lot of room. He likes to sleep perpendicular to me, so I'm like, you fucking asshole.
oh, so you basically have a man though, Charlie.
Yeah.
Ish.
Oh yeah.
Ish.
It's
No,
a
your
cat.
cat's basically a man.
It's an asshole. That's what it is. It's a cat.
It's an
He's not
orange
gonna
cat.
fuck. Charlie's trying to
Mhm.
push the cat away, and he's just like staring at her like, "What are you doing? This is my bed."
Pretty much, like, he's good. Like, he has his own bed on my bed, and
Mm.
he sticks to that. But sometimes, but he likes to hang his head off of the bed, so like his ass is towards me, but he's perpendicular, so he does take up one whole
So you
side.
just
And
have
I
a-
like to sleep right in the middle, and I'm like, you
So you
dickhead.
just have a cat's butthole in your face all night.
Pretty much, but he's super furry, so it's covered, thankfully.
Right. Oh, this is a good
He's
one.
a fat boy.
This is a good
He's
one.
a big boy.
Breadcrumbs all in the butter.
Oh, murder. Straight to jail. Straight to jail. That's like breadcrumbs in the peanut butter, you fucks.
I have been yelled at by someone for using the same utensil, but I washed it off. Yeah, they either washed it or got like a napkin and cleaned it off.
No, what you do is you do jelly first, wipe it off, and then you do peanut butter.
And it was I can't remember it might have been butter to jam, but I was like, it's literally clean. She's like, but it's the same thing you just used. And I was like, I wiped it off and like couldn't.
See,
and I was like,
Charlie, I'm on the other person's side. You did it the wrong way.
Did it all wrong. Anyways,
it was clean, so you can suck my dick on that. Both of you.
dishes left to soak overnight.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Sometimes it needs it. Depending on if it was scorched or something, like you aren't gonna
sometimes
fucking
soak.
get that
Sometimes
shit
you
off.
know what? Like, we ate dinner late. I don't feel like cleaning this fucking dish. It's gonna soak until the morning.
I mean, you know what the best thing to do is fucking cook with foil in all of your pans if you put things in the oven. So it's like the easiest cleanup.
Foil in the oven. I'm not gonna put foil in my pans on the stove though.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, not on this.
That's that's some,
stove.
like that's some meth head shit right there.
Bill, you've never been a single man
Okay.
in your mid-20s who
Fair.
didn't want to do dishes.
Fair. Fair. I'll give you that one. Oh, this one. This is a straight to jail. This is a straight to jail. When your significant other watches your show without you.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail. Oh, yeah. My wife has got me hooked on this fucking show, The Resident. It's like a medical drama from Fox.
I haven't heard of it.
It's really good. Like, to the point where, like, I hate medical dramas because they're all the same. And I've also, I'm like BFFs with the star of one of the biggest medical dramas ever, Dr. McDreamy. Um, we went to Wild Wings once, and I drove his car. So we're BFFs now. And I also gave him shit about being the first person to die in the movie Outbreak. But yeah, like there was one time she's like she was watching it, and just like the meme husband thing, like I was in bed, completely disinterested in it, and like 3 episodes later, I'm like, wait, what? What's happening? So now I'm into it, and then I came home one day, and she's like, had watched like 4 episodes without me, and I'm like, you watched this without me? Like you gotta catch me up. And she's like the worst person of catching people. Like, yeah, so like something happened with this guy. I don't really know. Like, what are you talking about? I need all the details. Yeah, straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
When she complains about a random article of clothing on the closet floor, but 75% of the vanity is covered with her shit.
You can tell the level of frustration by her shit.
Mm-hmm.
I always love that one of like complaining about something small and then they go to the bathroom and it's just completely covered in makeup and hairstyling shit and you're just kind of like, yeah, you really want to do this right now? And they're like, fuck you, shut up.
Oh yeah, I used to do it. So like in the later years of our late dog's life, I mean he always shed, but the later years he shed a ton, and my wife is super anal about our floors. She's like, I hate this shedding. Like he sheds everywhere. I'm cleaning it up all the time. And then I go in our bathroom and our sink is like all her hair. I go in the shower and there's just clumps of hair all over the shower and in the drain. I'm like, you shed worse.
Clump of shower drain hair.
I know. Oh no. Have you ever had to clean out a sink drain and you just pull it out and it's like not only is it long ass hair, but it's just caked with like soap and toothpaste and hair product, and you're like,
it's moldy.
That would say that's worse than the shower drain because at least then it's just shampoo and conditioner. Yeah. But like
the sinks,
you just said toothpaste residue and like,
dude, the sinks get nasty. When Naked Saturdays. Or when Naked Saturday turns into Let's Start a Project Saturday.
That sounds like our buddy up in New York.
Yeah,
Naked Saturday sounds like a tradition of his.
Sounds like my life. I was like, oh, your mom has the kids this weekend? Let's get wild. Oh, you know what I was thinking? We should redo the kids' room. I'm like, no.
I do not have that mentality as a female. I could give a less shit.
All right, that was the last one. So, also that last one, I know the frustration of that. I wouldn't list it as a pet peeve. Like it doesn't happen all the time. Like a pet peeve is something that happens regularly. So I mean, if that's happening regularly, you got to talk to your lady or your man, whoever wrote that. But yeah. But anyways. Thank you guys for listening. Again, another fun one. A little more casual on the answers tonight. We'll have to next week. I'll think of something.
Yeah,
I'll have to think of something to get some juicy answers out of people. But if you have ideas for a question of the week, like either DM them to Nooner Nation Podcast on Instagram. Or noonernation@gmail.com. At this point, I think most people probably have my cell phone number, so just text me.
Or just message one of us on Instagram.
Yeah, just hit us, slide into our DMs. I will say, if you're sliding into Charlie's DMs, write your question on your erect penis, and then she'll give you a rating, and then we'll consider your question. So.
Make fun of you on the next episode.
Yeah.
She's going to send you a video of her laughing at you.
Yeah. Some people like that.
I guess I can't show it. This isn't Patreon, but...
Some people like that stuff. I mean, I feel
I will
like
make a crude drawing of.
I feel like if you're submitting a dick pic for a rating from a girl, like you want to be humiliated at some level.
One of those
Either you
humiliation
think you have
genes.
the greatest dick on the planet, or you want to be humiliated. And I'm assuming 99% of the people that send them for that want to be humiliated.
I can see that.
You know. So, again, like we said at the top of the show, like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes. Go to Spotify, leave a 5-star, hit up repcps.com, promo code Nooners will get you 10% off. Minor League Studios. Oh, always get it backwards. God damn it, I always do it.
There you go.
New hats.
It's like a mirror, Bill. It's like a mirror.
I just made some new hats. They're pretty dope. It's the same Vice style thing, but smaller and on a nicer hat. If you're watching this and like it, hit me up. I might make some more of these to sell. But anyways, for Jake, for Charlie, I am Bill. This has been the Nooner Nation. Love you guys. Good night.